Alas and alack, what did I did? I doubled my ace with a card that was hid on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Curry.
Hi, thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Card Sharks. Happy to have you here. Nice group. Thank you. And Gene Wood, good to see you, my friends. You're very kind. Thank you for joining us at home. Alas and alack, what did I did? This was sent in by Connell J. Brady, who's an English teacher in Cypress, California, watching us on KNBC Channel 4. Thank you, Connell. Now we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, start loading in the cards and we'll meet our card sharks. Shannon Lavelle, our champion. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good.
Why don't you tell us again about yourself?
My name is Shannon Lavelle. I'm 23 years old. I'm a secretary. I'm a sports enthusiast. I do just about any kind. You name it, I'll try.
And you're a good player here. You won $1,000, right? In cash. That's nice. Now, you said a nice thing to me, though, after the last show, Shannon. You said, I'm happy, I've won something, now I want somebody else to have a chance. Does that mean you don't want to win now?
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I see. A few down the line.
Never say die.
Okay. We're meeting your challenger for the first time, and she's going to try to stop you. This is Mickey Jaquez. Hello, Mickey. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Won't you tell us about you?
I am Mickey Jaquez, and I will not tell you my age. I'm from a small town in Northern California by the name of Anderson. That's 150 miles north of Sacramento and 10 miles south of Redding. I'm involved in civic work. I'm a politician. I just completed my term as 2 years as mayor, the first woman mayor of Shasta County.
You were mayor. That's
yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
That's terrific. Yes. Did you find it difficult for a mayor, a lady, to run for mayor? Did you meet a lot of opposition because you were a woman?
Well, I had men who were also in competition, but no, I did not, because I had been the first woman elected to the board of directors of the Chamber of Commerce and then went on to be their first president.
That's nice.
And so I was kind of, already involved, and I really enjoy political work, and I really enjoy my town. It's a fantastic place.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that, because really true equality is that they are going to treat you even.
Yes, they did.
Beat you or not, as the case may be.
They
nice
did.
to have you here,
they
Mickey.
Thank
you both cut the cards?
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck to both of you. We'll start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to the champion. And Shannon, that's you. Shannon, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do women today expect too much from men? How many psychiatrists think women today expect too much from men?
Well, I think women want to be equal now. I don't think they want more. I don't think they want less. I think they want to be equal. I'm going to go with about 50.
Shannon says 50 out of 100 women psychiatrists say women expect too much from men. Mickey?
Well, I don't know if they expect too much from men, but I'm not much for this woman's lib thing. I like being treated like a lady, and I want to be that way all the time. So I really believe that women get where they are because they're women. So I would say that some women do expect to receive more. I would say that was higher.
How many psychiatrists think women expect too much? You say higher.
Yes. I do not feel that way.
I think way down deep, though, you probably are a woman's liber in the best sense of the word, being a lady mayor. 50, says Shannon. Higher, says Mickey. The actual number of psychiatrists who think women today expect too much from men is 48, not higher by 2. Shannon, you've got it.
All right.
And Shannon gets a first look at her base card, a 3.
Higher.
Playing it higher. It is a 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher, a 7. And we move over the freeze bar, protecting that position, keeping Mickey away from her cards. And Mickey, the question to you. Mickey, we asked 100 single women. Do you act like a perfect angel with some men and like a devil with others? How many single women are an angel with some men and a devil with others?
Oh, Jim, I would think that would be a fairly high number. I think we all react to the person that we're with. And I think if the person, is kind of looking at us as being up on a pedestal, I think we respond that way. So I would say that was a relatively high number. I'm going to go 62.
How do we get him to act like devils, Mick? That's the question.
Oh, well, then you go with a devilish man.
62, says Mickey. Shannon. Higher or lower?
I think women act react differently with different men also. I think they're going to react. If someone's a devil, they're going to be a devil too. You know, you're responsive that way. I think it's going to be a little bit higher.
Even higher than that?
A little bit higher.
And there are two sides there, huh?
Yes.
62 for Mickey, higher for Shannon. The actual number of single women who act like an angel with some men and a devil with others is 72. It is even higher. Shannon.
Change that card. Change
In
it.
the question, you can change the base card. The 7 becomes a 9, right on the other side of that middle 8.
Lower.
Lower than the 9. A 4.
Higher.
For the first game of the match, if this is higher, it is. So game 1 goes to the champion and $100. We'll have a second game coming at you right after this. I'll turn that to the... To the champion, setting up for game 2 with the same 2 decks of cards. We have some nice people with us in the audience. We have a group with us from Gar High School, yes? And another group with us from La Cañada High School, right? Come down and join us sometime. Love to have you. Okay, start game 2. Question goes to you, Shannon. Shannon, we asked 100 6th grade boys, should schools be kept open on Saturdays? How many 6th grade boys think schools should be kept open on Saturdays?
Well, maybe if they were 2nd graders, they might want to go to school more. When you're getting in 6th grade, you're getting a little older. I don't think you want to go as much as you used to. I'm going to say 35.
35 out of 100 say they should keep them open, Mickey.
I think that the schools now make it very interesting for the kids, but boys still on Saturday and Sunday, they want to do their own thing. So I would say that want to have to go to school on Saturday, I think that would be a lower number.
You say lower?
Yes.
Well, I didn't even have to introduce the groups from the high school. You knew they were there by their reaction, right? 35 says Shannon. Mickey says lower. The actual number of 6th grade boys who think schools should be kept open on Saturdays is 0. Not a 1. Not a 1. None of them. Mickey starts with an ace.
Oh, great card. Lower.
An ace. An ace.
Freeze.
Freezing on the middle card. Not a 1. Question 2 to you, Mickey. Mickey, we surveyed 100 married Englishmen who are dukes, barons, and earls. They're all members of the English aristocracy. And we asked them, does your wife do her own housework? How many English aristocrats said their wife does her own housework?
Well, I think that women like to cook. I know I really enjoy cooking, and I think women like to cook. A lot of them do, and some of them like to do their own housework. But I would think that for the aristocracy, that would not be too high. I'm going to say 45.
45 out of 100 English aristocrats do their own housework.
If I was in a position where I had money and I didn't have to do it, I don't think they even want them to do it. You know, they're up there and they got to look good. They have maids. I think it's going to be lower.
You say lower than that?
Lower
than the 45. I do know, in the interest of research, I did check. It takes 2 days to clean the moat. So whatever else they do, I don't know. Mickey says 45. Shannon says lower. The actual number of English aristocrats whose wife does her own housework is 57. Not lower. It's higher. Mickey. Well, and now Mickey can get rid of that 8 with a 5. A little better.
Higher
than the 5. At 10.
Oh, 10. Lower.
She's going to risk it lower. It is a 2.
Higher.
The half the match higher. Yes. Mickey took a chance on the 10 and got a great card. The 2 ties it up. Each player with 1 game and $100, so that means we set up for the tiebreaker. 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. Good match. You're both delightful ladies. We start the tiebreaker with a question to you, Shannon. Now, Shannon, now the presidential primary in New Hampshire is about to occur, so we asked 100 voters in New Hampshire, has a presidential candidate ever shaken your hand? How many New Hampshire voters said a presidential candidate has shaken their hand?
Well, I think they get a lot of visibility and they see them, but I don't think they really let those people all that close to them. I think it's going to be a low number. I think it's going to be about 10.
10 out of 100.
I disagree. I went out and I shook hands with everybody, and I had blisters to prove it. And I think today that the politicians try to get out and meet the people and shake their hands. I think that's going to be higher.
You say higher?
Yes.
Got to ask you, as a politician, is there a benefit to that? Do you really feel you've got a vote locked up if someone shakes hands?
Well, let me ask you, if I came and shook your hand and said I was running for a particular office and I looked you right in the eye, wouldn't you?
Mickey, you got my vote any day,
Hey,
love.
great.
My goodness, you're right. Okay. 10, says Shannon. Higher, says Mickey. The actual number of New Hampshire voters who said a presidential candidate has shaken their hand is 25. Mickey is right. It's higher. They're out there shaking.
Great.
So Mickey starts off the tiebreaker with a queen.
Good. Lower.
Lower than the queen. Oh, no, queen is not lower. Shannon with a free chance at a 4. Higher than the 4. An 8. She's going to take a chance up the middle. If it's higher, she's the winner. No. It is not higher. It's the same. And we'll fill in the spaces in question 2 to you, Mickey. Mickey, we asked 100 men. Oh, I love this question. Listen to this. 100 men. If you were seated next to a nun on a long plane flight, and the only magazine you had with you was Playboy, would you be too embarrassed to read it? How many men would be too embarrassed to read Playboy?
Oh, I don't think so, Jim. I think that today people are pretty open about what they do, and I think that even the Catholic nuns...
That's a good term for Playboy. That's definitely...
And I think that if they bought the magazine, they'd want to read it. So I don't think that they would hide it. I think that would be, 38.
38 out of 100 would be too embarrassed to read it, Shannon.
Well, things are pretty liberal now, and nuns are getting shorter skirts, and I think they're going to go ahead and, read it. So I think it's going to be lower.
Lower than that? Even if I would be embarrassed. I couldn't do it. Let's find out. The actual number of men who would be too embarrassed to read Playboy is 26. It is lower. Shannon is right. Shannon, you're looking at a 4.
Higher!
She's going to play it higher. It is a 7.
Gotta go higher!
And again, she takes a chance on the middle card. This time she does it and wins the match. Well, Mickey, we thank you so much. Good luck in your political career. You're a nice lady. Mickey Jaquez. Come on out here, Shannon. And Shannon Lavelle adds another $200. And our secretary from the aerospace industry goes for a lot more right after we take time out for this. There you go. You're doing good for our champion, Shannon Lavelle. Shannon and I were just talking during the break, and we both concluded that Mickey must have been a very good mayor. She's a very level-headed lady. You cut the money cards?
I sure did.
Let's go. Let's really clean up. Come on over there. Let's go, Shannon. Here we go. And Janice and Lois will start dealing them out. Shannon, we're going to give you $200 of new money on the bottom line. 3 cards to bet as you will. Move up to the second level. We add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. Let's clean up now. Here's $200.
Good card. Come on.
And remember, you can change that base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. We'll start Shannon with 200 and an 8.
Change
right
it.
in the middle.
Change that 8.
You can only change it once. You must play this one. A 3. Good card.
All of it higher.
Whole thing. $200 that this card is higher than a 3. An ace.
All of it lower.
For $800 lower than an ace. Right again. Back in the middle.
$50 higher.
Nice middle bet. $50 on that 8. It is higher. Good job on the bottom line with $850. We're going to give you the other $200 as we move up the jack. You've got
I'm going to
$1,050.
change that, Jack. I'm going to try and get better.
See if she can get better. And a 5. Well, that's the same card on the other side of the 8. The 5.
$100 higher.
$100 higher than a 5. Right. $1150 with a 10.
$50 lower.
$50 lower. She's right again. $1,200 in the middle.
$50 higher.
$50 higher? No. You've had some bad cards, but you've called them very well. It's the first one that failed you. You have $1150 when we move up to 6. Do you want to
change that card?
Come on, let's see if we can see a good one for the big bet. Ooh, a 9. Shannon, you must bet at least $575. You have $1150 and a 9. What's your big bet?
Half of it. Half of it lower.
Going with the odds, half of it. Let's be there. Lower than a 9. No. No. But you held off $575, 200 in the game. That's $775 for that one game. And really with some bad cards, you played them very well. They were not the strongest cards, and you came out of it pretty good shape. Matter of fact, Shannon, you now have $1,775. And that's pretty good shape anyway you look at it. We'll have a new challenger out here in a moment, right after this. Okay, Shannon. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Tom Belton. Hi, Tom. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us about you?
Certainly. I live in Huntington Beach. My name's Tom Belton, as you've said. I am working for the telephone company in Newport Beach, and I've been a law student for the last few years, and in my extra time, I'm roller skating up and down the piers of Southern California.
Oh, that's very big along some of the beaches.
It's huge. It's the new fad, and it's good exercise, which I need sorely, and it's also a good way to get a tan without having to lie on the beach and do nothing.
It's very pretty down there where you live. Very lovely area. Nice to have you here, Tom.
Thank you very much.
You got the cards?
Yes, I did.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Best 2 out of 3 starts with a question to Shannon, who's applauding and ready to go. Shannon, we asked 100 bachelors. Has a girl ever let you take her out, spend your hard-earned money on her, and then not even have the decency to give you so much as a goodnight kiss? How many bachelors have dated a girl like that?
I hate to say this, but I've done that because just some people you don't feel comfortable around, and, why waste a kiss on somebody you don't really like,
They may not have wanted to waste the money either.
I'm going to go with 55.
55. Actually, you're perfectly right, though. There's an emotional response, and it should be a very real response. Shannon says 55 out of 100 bachelors have dated a girl like that,
It's
Tom.
much, much higher, because I've taken girls out, I'm sure, only went out with me to get what I was giving and not to take what I was giving out. And
to take what you were giving, not to take what you...
I'm going to go
Did you
with
understand
50.
that?
It's higher. A lot higher.
A lot higher than that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't want to double date with you, Tom. You've had some problems. Shannon says 55. Tom says higher. The actual number of bachelors who've dated a girl who didn't even kiss them goodnight is 58. He's right. Those dates paid off, Tom.
Great.
And Tom starts off the match with a 3.
Hooray! Yeah, okay. I'm going to go higher than a 3.
An ace.
And lower
than the ace. A king.
Lower.
Again, a 2. Look at those cards, and he's got a game 1. Wow.
Great.
Oh, my. Shannon, if there's any consolation, I think about half the good cards in his deck are gone right now. Sensational run of cards for the challenger. He has game 1. And, of course, as Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards, we'll start game 2. And now the pressure's on you, Shannon. The question goes to Tom. Tom, we surveyed 100 women inmates. These are all women who are currently serving time in a California state prison. And we asked them, when you dated Tom... No, I'm sorry. That's not...
They didn't kiss me goodbye.
Women inmates, they're serving time in a California state prison. We asked them, have you ever traded recipes with another inmate? How many women inmates have traded recipes with another inmate?
Well, first of all, let me just say that the number is going to be relatively high, because the fact that they're in a retention facility doesn't mean they're going to be less of a woman. And they're going to know about cooking or have known about cooking, and they've got to do something. So I'm going to say 65. 65
out of 100 have exchanged recipes, Shannon.
I don't think they're really homemakers that are in retention. I don't think that's their bag. I think it's going to be lower.
Lower. I mean, after all, how many ways can you bake a file into a cake, right? 65 for Tom, lower for Shannon. The actual number of women inmates who've traded recipes with another inmate is 32. Shannon is right. It's lower. They're not exactly homemakers. Shannon, you've got a 6.
Change that card.
Changing the 6 to a 4. Better card.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. A 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher. An 8.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. A 7.
Please.
And Shannon, within 1 card of tying things up. Shannon, we asked 100 married men, if you bought your wife flowers, would it be a sign you were feeling romantic or guilty? How many men admitted bringing their wife flowers would be a sign they were feeling guilty?
Well, I want to have my confidence in men. I hope they, they're like we are. I think you should be truthful. And I don't really think that they should bring them when they're guilty. Hopefully I'm going to give them some credit.
How many feel they do?
I'm going to say 25.
25 out of 100 bring flowers when they're guilty.
Well, I believe you said it was what do the husbands think, right?
That's right. We asked the married men.
I'm sure that the wives would think it was because the husband was guilty, but I'm sure the husbands think it's because they love their wives, so the number's going to be higher.
Interesting. Yes.
Different perception.
He's perfectly... All right, I'll explain. Our producer's not sure if you understood it, so I will repeat it. How many men admitted bringing their wife flowers would be a sign they were feeling guilty?
Oh, okay. I don't think they admit it guilty.
She said 25.
She said 25? Well, in that case, it would be less.
Less.
Right. Thank you.
Do you mean that he was right? Our producer was right and I was wrong? Oh, I misunderstood you, Tom. I'm sorry, and I thank Jonathan for correcting it. 25 for Shannon, lower for Tom. I'll never hear the end. The actual number of men who admitted bringing the wife flowers would be a sign they were feeling guilty is 20. Tom is right. It's lower. Tom, you have a 6.
I'd like to change that, please.
See if you can improve it. Yes, an ace.
Okay, lower, please.
Lower than the ace. A king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. An ace. Oh, no. I automatically thought it was a goodie the way you were rolling, Tom. It's a great break for Shannon with a 7.
I'm going to have to go higher.
If it's higher, she ties up the match. She does. 8 is all she needed, and we have it tied. We'll be right back while my producer gives me all kinds of... yes, what did you want, sir? See you next time on Car Trucks.
A representative of the studio audience will receive Hoover's convertible upright vacuum cleaner. More powerful than previous models, so it's more effective at getting carpets deep down clean. Furnished by Hoover Company. And some of our contestants will receive a kitchen tool set and raviolios. The round ravioli from Franco-American with the plump, tasty middles, beef or new cheese. They're a delicious dish for the whole family. Try them today. A silver tray and Lipton iced tea in the winter? Why not, says Don Meredith. You drink other cold drinks in the winter, why not Lipton iced tea made from tea bags? Dandy tasting. A shaving kit and sensational tannery. Safely cleans, conditions, helps protect leather or vinyl shoes, boots, purses, furniture, car tops, and interiors. Tannery helps them last longer. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.